Oh, do you remember this play?
So that just goes to show that no matter how sure we are of something, I'm just full of shit and I clearly net it.
How many tournaments have you won?
Ooh, should I not spoil it?
If you win this match.
If we are to win this match, it would be 4.
Cool. Alright.
And 4 would be one more than Trevor, which would be
okay.
Which would be nice. Although he's gonna have a good 5 more years after I'm done. So.
How many more years you got? One more run at the Olympics?
Yeah, that's kind of my plan.
Gotcha.
One strong run at the Olympics, go all out, and probably be done. Maybe some AVPs after that. We'll see what state it's in, but damn you, Sander.
Who has the better arm swing, Taylor Sander or ta.crabb?
The better arm swing. I mean, in terms of just pure effect, I mean, you got to go Taylor Sander, I think.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. In terms of like my preferred mechanics that I might want to teach a kid, maybe more like ta.crabb.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, volleyball, beach especially, it's whatever way you can get it done. And Taylor Sander, like, I mean, part of it's he's such a sick athlete, like he elevates so much and he's able to contact it at such a high point that maybe he doesn't quite yet need all the shots and slaps that like a Taylor does. But like the total package, I would say Taylor Sander. But then you look at someone like Jake Gibb was always an example for me of like, dude, his arm swing was terrible. He was an amazing side-out player.
Right.
Like, because
Right.
he had his shots that were difficult to deal with. He had enough vision that
Yeah.
he could counter what you're doing. The ball would cross like really high and flat, which makes it difficult to block terminally. But the dude like could not rotate his torso to save his life. Like
I noticed that.
So that's kind of the reason I love beach is because someone like him could become an all-time great without being like a freak athlete.
What I love with Chaim is his timing on defense.
Yeah, he'll want to punch me in the face, but I've been obsessed with defense the last year and a half, and he and I have been like watching video and like talking. So basically, it's all because of me. No, Chaim's a really good defender, and this match he plays outstanding. And we were laughing during the match. I was just like, dude, I can't bag on you at all for the defense in this one.
Are you always aiming for that? You hit that back corner all the time.
It's situational.
Okay.
I think as you play more beach, you recognize when a certain situation arises. But if it's tight and I get a good jump on it, it's almost like I can see the corner and the defender, and I just like feel it and go for it. Whereas in the past, I might challenge the block a little bit more, or go for the slap down.
Yeah.
But then when it's tight like that, the defenders usually creep in for the sharp because there's not a lot of line that's not going to hit the block. So it's just one of those things. Same with like jumbos. I jumbo way more now. I play a ton of standing game, which has helped my random touches and shots a ton.
Oh, interesting.
But just knowing that like in a trouble situation, if you can put it within 6 inches of the buckle, you're basically guaranteed to score. So it's like sometimes the risk reward is like really worth it. I might get one in this game. But Hayden was one of my favorite jumboers. He scored a ton of points on tight situations, just knuckle it right to the buckle.
Hey, Brunner and Schalk take the lead at 8-7.
But Chaim's got a great beach arm swing. Yeah, he's just like, from the time like he takes his look, he jumps and snaps on the ball so quickly.
Right.
It's just like, it's hard to deal with. And he's capable of hitting like super gnarly angles.
Yep.
I think Sander might get him back after that one.
Yeah, Sander's always due for one mega bounce.
Hey, good.
There's one. When they set him out to the pin, he is like, it's impossible to stop.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, kind of like my first instinct with him is just like, maybe just don't even try and dig the hit. Like, just be ready because he will shoot a fair bit, especially when he's tired. So it's like just don't get caught on your heels when he shoots. You'll have a good chance. Oh, look at that defense.
Yeah, you're not gonna dig his heavy heat.
Nice hit, Theo. And there's a lot of FIVB players like that, like a Robbie Musin. It's like if you go sharp angle, you're really not going to dig it. Like you have a 1 in 50 chance.
Right.
So like be ready for the other stuff that you have a chance for.
And if you
be ready to run on, like if he does go line and I get a touch, be ready to run it down. I'm probably not going to terminally block him. And that's one of the coolest parts of beach is you're just constantly like trying to identify where you can get like a 10% increase in efficiency. But then but if everyone's doing what they do well, you can't really do much. All right, 11-10. Hey.
Ooh. You aiming there? You aiming there?
That's another like if the toss ends up there, I skew towards the left sider, as I'm sure everyone who plays us knows. But like if the toss gets out there and I'm going for it, it just kind of naturally happens.
Got it.
But it's one of those things like if I go back there and I'm like I'm gonna try and tag that line, it doesn't end up because then maybe the toss will be a little inside or outside.
Right.
Then I'll go for it and get a weird hit.
How many times have you played these guys? Do you know? You played them quite a bit.
In a tournament, just twice.
Okay. Do you train with them a lot?
We train at the USA practice quite a bit, and they always do really well. But yeah, we played them here, and then we played them in Fort Lauderdale, and that was not their finest performance. That was one of those games like I was kind of on with my serve, Chaim was on with his defense, and it was windy, and ta.crabb like just struggled a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's one of the, like I was almost shocked because I really don't know if I've ever gone like 2 sets with Taylor on the AVP. Like it's like always been 3. So after we won the first, I was just like, all right, probably going 3. Like, I did not expect to have like a 16-5 switch.
16-5 switch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I missed that match. I saw the match where they were down 7-0 against Hayden and came back and won.
Yeah, that was an interesting. Chaim was watching in his bed. He's just like, oh shit, like Hayden and Taylor are in each other's face. And then I started watching, and then I kind of talked to both guys after it. That stuff's awesome for the sport.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I got Taylor a decent amount this game, but man, ta.crabb, it's tough to get him because he mixes it up so well, and his dang arm is so fast that like if you go high for his short line shot, he can feel it pretty well, and he'll just beat you quick, and there's nothing you can do.
Right.
Tight sets, I would notice he's like pretty terminal on tight sets because it's one of those things like he's so fast that you can't like visually read it. You just have to kind of predict where it's gonna be. And I would notice against Phil, he would always score on those too, and that's like, and Phil like would never allow those against most people.
I feel like you do a really good job of sealing though, quick. Press over.
Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, I
I
always like in blocking. It's like shooting threes. Like you kind of get in zones and it feels really comfortable, and then it feels shitty all of a sudden, and then you gotta kind of watch some video and see what's happening. But I'm always trying to kind of go like be on time as late as I possibly can. But then I mean sometimes you'll cross the line and then be a little too late because you're always trying to avoid like this happening. You want to like just be there and be solid as the ball's coming. That's what Mole is like so freaking good.
Right.
Okay, another good late move. Chaim was on fire this match.
This was a good match.
JV angle swing. Try not to do that, but it happens once in a while. That's a Casey Patterson trademark as well. So gnarly stuff. Dig that Chaim.
Are you surprised with how fast Sander has been able to get to this level?
Yeah. I've heard he played a bunch when he was younger, so that would like help explain it more.
Sure.
But I don't really know much about that, but he's clearly a sick like I thought he'd have a little more trouble setting. And he's got like ridiculous hands. He's a good bump setter. Like, yeah, like I was saying, it's a little frustrating how good he is right off the bat. So, and I think it's good for him playing with this ball also.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to crank this one, whereas the Mikasa is a lot less forgiving for jump serving. And the freaking game is so fast that it's like, if you're getting served like and you're gassed or it's hot, it's hard like with 8 seconds to go back and just crush the serve. It's like its own skill. Whereas in the AVP, like for example, when we're playing freaking Blue Collar Bill and in Atlanta, he's taking like 90 seconds between each point. Just totally got in my head and they beat us. Just like, well, fucking win, like give him a card. Like it's taking forever.
This was a good tournament for your coach.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Scott's, I mean,
You've been raving about him for a long time though, huh?
To me, like I'm a super curious volleyball player, and I always want to like learn more. And if I'm not doing something well, I hate just hearing like a platitude, like, oh, body behind the ball, like square up, like just swing high, like that stuff. I'm like, well, why, and like in what way, and in what situation? And Scott's kind of like a muse for me. Like I can give him all the bullshit that's in my head, and we can like come to some sort of understanding, and I can like learn a little bit more why. Because like as like Rich Lamborn will tell you, and a lot of coaches, I can be a little difficult for that reason, because I always like am searching for more and like the why behind everything. But yeah, Scott's like kind of perfect for me in that regard.
That's cool.
But yeah, I think I mean, the number one mark of a good coach, it's like, does a team kind of perform at or above where you might expect that team to be? And his teams always kind of play above that level.
Oh, I like that evaluation.
I mean, he got Melon Sayre to the world champs, Emily Stockman, and Stockman Kalinsky had their best year with him.
Yep.
And then it seems like everybody, once they drop him, has like a slump. So we can't.
So you guys are stuck with him forever.
Yeah. And Chaim started. He was getting a lot of serves FIVB, and everybody was running 1s and 4s on him. And he started doing this shot a lot more, just fast line hit. And it's crazy, just like mixing it up like that makes it so much harder on the defense. Whereas normally he was Mr. like sharp angle, crush it, or line shot.
Oh, that one probably stung a little bit.
That was painful.
Yeah.
That was a painful one. I had a couple swats that I get covered a little too much. I just need to like throw it somewhere else. There was a big point in the Atlanta final too.
You had like 4.
Dude, I looked back. We kept like almost making the score close in the third, and freaking Partain covered the ball like in the back third of the court after I threw it back on. He did his jump set and then made a sick cover.
That's right on cue. As we're talking about it.
And then,
2 swats in a row, and then
it's always funny watching these, like, cause I'm super like internal and don't really watch the other team. So when Taylor like walks around, it's like, oh, I didn't even notice that. I love competing against Taylor though. He's like,
Crabb.
He's into it. He's fun. Yeah, against Crabb, because he's into it. He's fun. And he's like a good sport. He'll kind of only get nasty if you start something with him.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I had thoughts of like Stafford Slick's retina.
Oh yeah.
On that one, I was like, dude, I really hope I didn't.
Good thing it was you hitting, and not
somebody hit it hard. Yeah, and that one, I think I ran a lob out to the pin. He made a really good move on me, and I was just like, all right, if I get a good pass, I'm just gonna run a little 2-ball and hit it quick and hope that it messes with his timing.
That's kind of your guys' like.
Yeah, we started doing that a lot. Like, it's pretty ubiquitous. I don't know if that's the right word, but like everyone does it on the FIVB now. The fast back set, some sort of suite of fast plays.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, they're super dialed in on your regular offense.
Yeah.
Well, now screw you guys. Like, now you have to deal with us running all over the place, and it kind of takes the pressure off you as a hitter, because like it's a little easier to see, and it's a lot more just like reaction as opposed to trying to look and like make the right shot.
Got it.
It's a little more like instincts, And then the defense, like whatever they're like, you really have to go through a lot of stuff to have every type of set covered on every situation. Like say you call a 4 and then I run a quick back, like what are you going to do now?
Right.
And most teams kind of mess up the first 1 or 2 and then they start to talk about it.
Okay. Oh, I know what happens after this.
Oh,
You guys
so
you guys come out and serve.
in my mind, I came up with this strategy. It might just be my ego, like creating that retroactively, but I was like, dude, like bait him into the cut right here, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
But you guys, you're not gonna serve Taylor Sander after he gets blasted in the face. You want? Was that like
I said, he's
stick
a
to the
wild
strategy?
card.
Okay, he's a wild card.
I don't like those.
I thought that was like when I was watching this live, I was like, oh wow, that's
we were
super
we were
admirable.
scoring really well on. Yeah, I'll take that though. I'm just a good. We didn't serve him because I'm a good person. Just a really good guy. I mean, I would also assume Taylor Sanders like a little fired up and angry from getting blasted.
That's a good point.
Softly blasted. Commit to the cut hit. Yeah, and another thing about this match, so it's tough to go back and forth from the balls. Like I think me and Chaim have both had trouble setting this ball.
Okay.
After being so used to the Mikasa.
Yeah.
The Mikasa's lighter. They don't call anything, so you can kind of just flick it all over the place. So the first couple matches, I wasn't really hand setting, and Chaim this whole tournament didn't hand set, and I was kind of like getting annoyed, like because in transition, like if you give me a suspect set, I'd just be like, just use your hands, dude. And then of course, because I was doing that, like the karma was like my bump sets were awful in this match. There's like a couple points, Chaim just makes like 6 swings on just like total bump chowder, like especially in the third set.
I don't know if it was this match, but I think it was. There was one really amazing dig, but it went up to like higher than the jumbotron.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you bump set it almost to the back line.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And it was like, it was right in the sun too. Maybe
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I even said like shit before I bumped it. I was just like, oh shit. I think Dane Blanton didn't appreciate that one. Gotta tie my board shorts there. Drawstrings. He's a pretty good jouster too.
Yeah.
Some guys I'll try and pull my hands, but I feel like ta.crabb is someone he kind of senses when you do that, and then he'll just flat hand it.
Yeah.
Serve.
Jousting's one of those things where like the blocker is always at a disadvantage because.
Dude, I know my role. I honestly usually try and just lose them to me.
Yeah, that's smart.
Because I swear, like I've learned over my life, the person with the leverage, like if someone's doing their approach coming up into the block,
Yeah.
you just have a lot more power.
Totally. And they're making the decision. So
Yeah.
you're like, you have to be reactionary.
And I had a nice stretch where I started doing like a super dirty move where I would just like take it away and then throw it in. And then in the Rosarito FIVB, I did it and the blocker pulled and I got called and it was like the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. So I haven't done it since.
That's pretty funny. I'm sure we could pull that up.
Yeah, I haven't been able to watch that one. Man, did we miss the first? I know there was 2 times where I blocked Taylor, and he,
It's coming.
like head covered.
Yeah, it's coming.
I know that there's one later on.
Actually, we might have missed it. I think it's in this one.
It might have been in the first set. I can't remember. But I know there was 2.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's happened
very
like twice
notable.
in my career prior to this match.
Where you've blocked someone twice
Well,
like that?
No, I mean where I've just blocked them like once onto their head and
Yeah.
they score the point.
That's got to be that's one of the most demoralizing points lost.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it's a guaranteed point for you, and then
Dude, just wait. Like in my mind, I was like, it's all good, but like my body language after it happens is just like the biggest sad sack. Like, yes, this one, I literally, you see me come down with my hand straight up.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
reached like straight up in the air. It's like sometimes it's not good to penetrate when the guy can just go over the top. Yeah, the one time Sander didn't just easily score.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god. No way that's gonna happen again. That's such a freak play.
Yeah. Tunk. Your reaction is so great.
Just wait for the next one. I was watching it yesterday and I was just like, Jesus, I didn't know I looked like that. Nice camer.
Totally saw that.
Big tool. Yeah, Sander makes some gnarly moves up there.
Yeah.
Go one.
I feel like that's kind of his weakest thing right now is blocking, but I mean, he's only been playing for, 6 months?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see
it out.
how that develops.
Although,
Honestly, dude, like, you can edit this out. He'd be a sick defender. For the modern FIVB, he's like the type of defender you should have. Because all the new guys just like bomb the freaking ball. And I think he'd be better at actually defending than a lot of like a Brower. Yeah, Chaim's arm is just goes like.
he jumps straight up and then
There's
he's
no
got
like
crazy
cock
angles.
and swing. It
Yeah.
just like all happens one motion. That's an annoying shot. He does it a lot and it works. So.
Is that like just a miscommunication? Like, is that
I mean,
like
he puts it in that spot where it's like just out of my reach, but then Chaim thinks I can get it.
yeah?
And he scores on that a ton. Oh, sorry if I didn't notice that the first time either.
Yeah, you guys turn around pretty quick every time.
Yeah, I mean, our MOs, we're just robots. Like, I know my role, like, I'm not a fiery guy and I don't play well if I try and, like, manufacture it and it just comes out strange. So it's like, I'm just trying to, like, play as efficiently as possible and the other team can have their fun. The fans cannot enjoy watching me. It's fine.
How's your cardio? It's good?
It's good.
Or are you like
I want to drop 5 pounds for next year. A little bit heavier than I would like, but I felt good this year. I mean, played in a lot of just these last couple weeks, I played a ton of matches, got a lot of serves. Dude, Sunday in Atlanta was the gnarliest day of volleyball of all time.
Really?
Dude, I played game to 28 at 8:30, a game to 28 at 9:45. Then we had an hour off, full semi, hour off, full final. Like, I've never played that much.
And you got served every ball in the
I got
final.
served most of the balls for that whole stretch.
Oh, do you remember this play? You probably don't
I
even
think
know.
yeah. Okay.
You kick
I
him
didn't
in the
realize
nuts.
I kicked the net.
I slow
Wait.
it down after.
Okay.
And you kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, I think I was like, no, I did kick you, but I didn't feel the net. So
Slow
that
it
just
down
goes
a
to
little
show
bit.
that no matter how sure we are of something, I'm just full of shit and I clearly netted. Like, yeah. In my mind, I didn't net at all. So unjust.
Have you always played on the right?
I feel like left.
Oh yeah, you're on the left side.
I had a couple short stints on the right. I always thought I would be a little bit better on the right because my ankle swing is much more effective.
Mhm.
But like, obviously, most defenders prefer the right side.
Yeah.
So,
You mean on the left?
yeah. You mean? Yeah.
That's my bad.
Shows how much you watch.
I'll just cut that out.
Spending too much time with the Hawaiians. I don't know why you don't want more team boring content.
Is that your unofficial name?
Robots.
Robots.
We're the robots.
Well, that's like one of the reasons why I wanted to put you in here is because you're fucking hilarious off the court.
Yeah, and behind the safety of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a phone. That's what Rich always says.
Well, it was a tight
Barely
one.
got it.
Line judge called it out too. I think that's king.
Yeah, actually, I think that helped us a ton. There was like 3. Nice dig by Chaim. There were several third setters that we lost early in the year, and then in World Champs we went on a tear and started winning all the third sets. And our big change was just like, dude, like, let's just be freaking robots in the third set. Like, everyone's freaking out. These are really big matches. And, like, let's let them stress out and, like, play on their adrenaline. And let's just freaking do this. Oh, my God. And look at me. Look at me.
It's like, what
I
can
just
I do?
crumple.
What can I do?
I might have even been able to get it, but it was just like, yeah, just crumple. Like a total. My head drops. That's one of those moments where, like, you're just like, okay, if there is a God, they might not want me to win this match. Because it should have been 16-12 or possibly greater if I got the other block.
Yeah. They both happened in the second set.
Yeah. And we lose it by 2.
And you're winning kind of comfortably. Not comfortably, but for this level.
It always kind of felt like we were in control, but obviously this match clearly could have gone either way. Because anytime it's a deuce game, like, I mean, anything can happen. But yeah, they kind of like stuck with us and then made late pushes. And then I think we kind of caught some breaks there in the third. That was a super loopy line shot.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I hit it, I was just like, damn it. Like, ta.crabb, he's somebody that, like, if you put too much loft on it doesn't matter what he's doing, he's going to go get it. For me, he's just, maybe Partain now is getting there, but, like, he's just so good at reading it, and, like, you just can't do crappy bailout shots against Taylor.
Yeah, he's so
like,
fast.
that one I had to hit it, like, really well and, like, right towards the line. It was a little bit offset, but I was like, dude, I can't do the high one again, so I just smacked it. And it's just, I'm thinking probably some sort of, like, sharp angle or the turn back to the line, but he's also got that just fast into the hand swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like the basis of my game for the last bunch of years, and I've been trying really hard the last 2 to have other types of game. Just be able to hit sharper angles. And
Gotcha.
That one high hands would have been great.
Yeah.
I was often when I run that quick back one, I don't assume there's going to be like a sharp angle block in the way. But yeah, also in Atlanta, I got on that a few times. Suck it. It's super lucky. So that's so ridiculous. I mean, he ran towards the cut. That's insane. And just calmly stuck his left hand out and almost scored a point.
Almost cushioned it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes some pretty spectacular plays.
I think that one, I was going for it.
Got it.
I was like, F it, I'm going for the line, and then just like hit it out by 3 feet. Probably could have gotten blocked on that one.
Do you think
if you keep it, it's just hard to block that type of hit.
Yeah.
When it's high and flat, that's like the Jake Gibb. I'm trying to just be better at like, because if you go high and down, it's pretty ripe for a soft block. That was a nice play. I think I went up. I was kind of bending the elbows, expecting to reach up for a higher over, and just totally left that open. And he probably saw me as well.
You kind of do that often, huh? Where you jump up. You're either like quick and over the net, or you're jumping up with.
Yeah, I try and differentiate. I want to. God damn it. The delay block is something I want to get a little bit more efficient at.
Gotcha.
Because I don't think I'm quite as good as like a Phil or Alisson in terms of the quality when I do it. Because I'll kind of bend the elbows and then get slithered a little bit, or like just miss it sometimes. There's a lot of those guys when they delay, they just like lock out super high.
Oh,
make
really?
the move from there. Yeah, Nikolai's, and he's just totally resurged this year with his new partner.
His partner
Those
kind of
guys
reminds
when
me
they're
of
on are
Partain.
freaking gnarly.
Yeah.
I swear, I played a game of standing with him like 4 years ago, and was like, he's gonna be the best player in America, and no one believed me. And I'm like just my ego has been stroked.
Like,
by
I told
that,
you.
I'm like, I fucking knew it, because I could just see the way that he approached it, how many questions he was asking, how smart he was, and like he just had that. He has that like sixth sense to just like know what's about to happen, and like so he's not like that fast, probably in like a dead sprint, but he seems super fast because he's always like making the correct move.
Yeah, he's super impressive, and he's gotten significantly better every year. He adds like a new tool. Now he's doing this whole jump setting thing, which is like unstoppable.
I think we scored 3 out of 5 in the final on his jump set, but 2 of them were.
I was actually thinking if anyone has a chance, it's gonna be you blocking, because you're middle and you're just reading, like you're used to the read blocking.
But they're tricky, man, because he hits the on 2 from far off.
Really
so you
far
almost
off.
like have to respect it all the time. But I'll like sometimes I'll just fake like I'm gonna jump and take a chance. Like, but because when it pays off, like if you're super in the face of the go set on a jump set, it's a tough hit.
Yeah.
And that's we had a couple points and then like an almost point that Miles made a crazy cover on in Atlanta. But yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Also edit this out, like if you would have. All right, back to the game.
Edit it out.
All right. I regretted not just trying to hit this one. I thought I did. Yeah, I didn't think. I think it might have blown into the net a little bit. That was another one where I was just like, Dane Blanton is just bagging on me again. That was a great dig. I guess it probably would have been a tough hit. Maybe I could have speared it with my right, or gone for like a 50% chance of error left-handed swing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a heartbreaker. Oh my God. Okay. So I have actually a story about this play and why. Watch. After this play, I think me and Taylor say something to each other.
No, I think that's later. You guys stop and like.
No. Actually, if you kept going, so maybe you'll have to also edit this out. But I didn't have my wallet. He bought me a coffee, and I was like, dude, you want any money or anything? And he's like, no, you're good. And I was like, hey, next time I play you in a tournament, if you stay up to block, I'm gonna swing low angle. Like, how about that? And so it just happened to be like I promised him I was gonna do it, and I was just like, F it. And so I saw him up there, and I was like, no matter what, I'm just gonna try and hit like lowish angle, and he's gonna have a chance to block me. But luckily the set was a little bit off, so it became a little more difficult for him to block me. But after the play, I think maybe the camera went off of us, but I was like, dude, I told you I'd do it, and we like high-fived and stuff.
Hermosa Beach, we are on our feet for championship points.
And that's something, dude, I totally forgot about that too. And then I was watching it back, and I was like, I can't believe I did that. Like, and like at match point, like set point, set 2. That was a really bad pass. Hey, come on, Sander. It's fine. You can make fun of that. It was a pretty bad. And
Oh,
got
wow.
let off the hook on that one.
I couldn't believe that.
That was kind of. I guess that's a decent. Like, I swung high and deep. Taylor's one of the best on the planet at making those plays. Taylor Crabb, obviously, off the block, he just runs everything down.
It's just like
I thought we had that point.
It's
Because
just
that
like
was like
that.
I had like such a small window to throw it in, and I like was able to throw it kind of in there.
That's so lucky. I cut out most of the dead space in between too, and it's still almost 50 minutes.
Hoping for Sander to make some rookie mistakes and just does like a super sweet, flat, clean line shot. Yeah, see how I kind of like could sense the shot and broke my elbows a little bit.
Instead of just going straight up.
Straight over or straight
over.
up, depending on the situation. Oh, it's one of those plays like.
What do you?
The set was like a little bit off, but it was fine. I had a lot of options, but I was thinking in my head before the play. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep like being aggressive, get up high, swing off the hands if they make a crazy play, whatever. But then I like wasn't in the ideal scenario for that and still did it and hit it out.
I think we've all been there.
It's the shit that happens and whatever, you just gotta reset, robot style.
Yeah, what are you guys feeling going into this third set? Like, are you feeling at all like, oh man, we kind of blew it?
We felt pretty good, and like I feel like we've been in a pretty good mental space since kind of Latvia and world champs. Like,
okay.
We've had to grind so many difficult matches against difficult teams that it just becomes natural. And like, oh, nice freaking up by Chaim. Terrible bump set. Here comes another terrible bump set. Oh yes, with this angle you can't. Yeah, that looks okay. Except you had to like do like a full side hop.
We had 4 cameras rolling and only that one camera caught it because it was so wide.
Well, yeah. I mean, it looks bad in this angle, but it's worse than you can possibly imagine from watching it here. But Chaim, yeah, he's so quick with his approach. He saved me.
Although I thought Taylor should have dug that. That's like all he had. Taylor was there.
Yeah, that's what I say to Chaim after like 50% of hits. It's like, dude, dug that. There's nothing makes me happier than playing defense at practice and getting digs and talking smack to Chaim about how easy it is.
I feel like Maddison used to do that to me all the time too.
Because my whole career was just like a legendary defender just being like, oh, why didn't you put your hands there? So now it's my turn. That was... Yeah, this is like, this type of stuff just kind of went our way. Like,
yeah.
Chaim puts up a great ball there. I was lucky enough that it just, like, I was still in the air and it came right to my fist. But that's what happens when you go 3. It's like, it's just like a small sample size. So those little random plays or trickles, like, they have a big impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point I'd kind of given up on the sharp angle. And then since he's smart, he started going to it.
He's pretty tough to stop when he's out there on the pin.
Yeah.
Both of them, actually.
Yeah, because he feels the forward pretty well, so it's got to be like super precise timing.
Yeah. And he has that wrist away too, where even if you do dive on him, he can still squeeze a little bit of angle if he reads it wrong.
It's that nice fast line you were talking about.
That's so demoralizing as a defense.
This Chamer.
You guys got that down on him, huh? Is that part of the strategy that you don't want to reveal? Baiting him into that angle?
With anyone, it's like, can you get the timing like exactly perfect? Yeah. I would say almost every time we play these guys, it's not anywhere close. Like, it's mostly me just like being a douche and being like, dude, you did the short line, like, why didn't you get it? And then this one, he like got a lot of them, so. Another really good sharp angle swing.
It's pretty crazy how much power he can create with his little body.
For real.
I mean, before Sander got on tour, I think he hit the hardest.
Oh my God. It's another one. We just like, they're probably going to win that point 90% of the time. Kay makes a crazy cover.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bump set.
Dude, I can bump set. This match I did not bump set well, but pride myself on my bump sets.
What are you guys saying there?
That's just me being like, dude, I got it and you couldn't cover it. Like, I was so happy it like went into the court. And he was like a really good sport about it too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It would be easy to just be like, F you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I went for the line ace on that one. And then that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like, Crab was kind of in the zone, so why not mix it up? Hopefully catch him by surprise. That's a serve
probably
I'm
would've
trying to
worked.
get better at. I think if it was clean,
Yeah.
it would have put him in a tough spot.
Oh my gosh,
was
can't
nuts.
believe that went down.
Dude, yeah, this is another thing. Like, these trouble situations, I swear, I almost side him out better than like an ideal situation. I just like, because there's no thought. It's just like, well, all I can do is this. I'm just gonna do it. The Dutch guys, Brouwer Musen, were also like,
You guys
they're
played
just
them
like,
a lot
dude,
this year, huh?
it's like every time you're out of system, we can't score. So I was almost just like shoveling them all over the place and just being like, suck it. Like,
It's a nice
that's
back
what's that
game.
one. Yeah, really nice.
You got that baby line, finally.
Finally came. Oh, I should have had that one too. It's one of those. I was just like, I can't believe he actually hit it in my hands, and I wasn't like fully formed.
A little touchy. Can't even see it.
Yeah, it was a small one. Jake would have sold that for a point, guaranteed.
Yep.
He would just complain for like a minute, and they'd be like, okay.
You got this one too, though, yeah. This one
yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, this
a
was
little
a
bit.
small one. This was a very.
I saw like you can see the ball changes
Yeah.
a little bit.
But a lot of the time, they're not going to see that. And actually, because of playing the Jake and getting hosed a million times, I won't like actively lie, but I just won't say anything now. Whereas I used to just always call my own touch.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many matches where it's just like the deciding factor. So
Yep.
I'm just like, all right, my kids need
I used to be
diapers.
with Maddison. Madison's the same way. He wouldn't like lie like Maddison.
But then I get annoyed if they're like,
look
look at him, he looks guilty. It's like, well, I'm trying to be like nice about it. That was, yeah. Like I said, we got some breaks in this. He went.
Oh, you
that-
touched?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't touch it, but like my hands just
Spread
barely
apart.
apart. It goes like there's just enough space between my thumbs to not hit the ball. And that swing's gonna score like a lot of the time. There it is.
There it is. Are you like pretty aware of the score
Yeah.
during the match? I think.
Yeah, and like at practice too, it's I always kind of know the separation. I won't necessarily know the number, but at this point, I just kind of can feel it pretty well. Oh, there's a baby lion. Yeah, so I remember the previous one where I went too high and Taylor got it. Went a little lower, almost too low, because Sander almost was able to get that one.
He was up 12-7,
It's a great swing.
12-8. What do you like feel at this moment? Are you like, do you have like a, I don't know, like a mental cue or some sort of mentality to like not blow it, basically?
That's something I've had so many heartbreaking losses in my career. I feel like it's a big part of why I'm having more success now too, is I just don't care that much anymore. It's like I've been through it, like I've blown big leads. I'm just like, what, like as long as I can control the things I want to control, like if I want to come in and like get my high hands, hard swing, and like be patient. As long as I'm doing the stuff that I worked on in practice, I'm happy with it, and I don't care about the results at all. Whereas like if I do like a timid shot, or like I go back when I know it's the right situation to be jump serving and I float serve, those are the types of things where like they've gotten me in the past, just kind of being a little bit timid. And now it's like, F it, I'm just gonna do what I know I should do to play the best volleyball, and if it doesn't work out, I don't care. So yeah, I wasn't feeling nervous this entire match, basically.
Sweet.
Even Atlanta, Fort Lauderdale, I was a little bit flustered, just like not playing well and getting the serves. But yeah, same at World Champs, like I just feel like I've kind of reached that stage in life in my career where I kind of know the cues that I need. I can do them under pressure. I know there's going to be some pressure, but it's like, here, I'm just going to place my bet with this stuff. If I need to change something, I'll change it in practice and by watching video, and live with the result. So I don't know if it's like experience or just being old and like my brain's hardened. Like, I don't know what it is, but
this was a good celebration.
This was an awesome moment. Like, just because we practiced before or after those girls every single day. We all kind of travel together.
Cool.
We're a bit of a squad. And the fact that, they got their first win, Chaim got his second, but like Schalk got 2 in a row. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's got to be pretty rare, winning 2.
And also, like, we were kind of going into this tournament, like, we were kind of high off world champs. I took a week and a half and was at an island in Greece. We were not really expecting, I don't even know what I said there.
Yeah, I don't know either, but finish your thought and we'll play it. I want to hear.
Like, this one and Fort Lauderdale were kind of in my head as like, it's kind of like the mid-season. I wasn't as super diligent in the gym and like training because I was in an island as I could have been, and so I was just like, there wasn't a ton of pressure on me in my mind. It was more like come Gold Series time, I wanted to be ready. So it was awesome and like a little bit surprising to us because we lost to Partain Lotman on Friday. And then we had like a super gnarly losers bracket. Mm-hmm. And me and Chaim were just like not feeling good. Joanna's like, because I was going to go to New Hampshire after this tournament. She's like, should I just change your flight to Sunday? It doesn't look like you guys are going to be playing Sunday. I was like, maybe. See what happens. Like, we didn't feel very good today. But Chaim and I were like, F it, dude. I was like, I'm sorry. I wasn't jump serving. I know, like, I need to jump serve no matter how I'm feeling. Like we need to just freaking hand set even though we're not comfortable with this ball. Let's just like, again, back to like the controllables. We're like, let's just do our freaking thing, stay in it mentally, and like, if we lose, whatever. Because we knew we'd have to play Chase or Troy or Trevor and Tribe for 7th or whatever.
Got it.
So that could go either way. And it's one of those things that ended up, we survived the losers bracket. We were super calm mentally because we had some adversity early, and it worked out. It's funny how that stuff works out sometimes. So.
No, I was stoked. I was stoked for you guys.
What did I say here?
I don't know. Let's see.
Probably just nonsense. I probably just mumbled something. That's why I don't talk a lot.
No, but I think that's
never
good,
say
though.
cool things.
Fucking lighting it up right now. I'm still butthurt about that second set. 2 head covers in a row. That was a set right there. I thought we were gonna blow up.
Hey, he's just be happy that we won. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I guess I was pretty hung up on those 2 head covers.
Number 4 for Theo Brunner, but his first since 2018.
Yeah, it's funny. I've always like, and like I said there, I'm like, oh, like he had 2 head covers in a row, and I thought we were gonna blow it. It's funny that mentality for me has always been like a good one, where it's normally you try and hide like the negative thoughts, where it's like, oh, like God, this could just like go horribly, and it almost takes the pressure off. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I like
there was
that.
a play in World Champs where we were coming back. Oh, this was, dude, they needed to stop this. Like I thought someone was gonna get injured.
Was this like scene distracting for you guys? This is in between sets 1 and 2.
I was enthralled by this, and I seriously was like, someone needs to stop this because like someone's about to like break their leg or like.
I normally like stop the camera in between sets just to like conserve battery or whatever media card space, and then I turn it back on for this because this was like.
And was it one of the guys that was kind of the super aggressor?
The guy in the purple, I think everyone was cheering for at the end because he happened to be like in every battle. I think he's still
getting happily ridden by the guy in the black. He just has a big smile on his face.
I think the guy in the purple ended up losing, and everyone voted him to win, so he ended up winning.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was crazy.
All right, well, that's it.
Cool, man.
Thanks for doing
Hopefully some of it's usable.
No, I think it'll be cool. I mean, I'll edit out the stuff that you want edited out, but other than that.
Let go of the chair. The music's still playing. Let go of the chair. Let go of the chair and don't touch it again until the music stops. is your moment, gentlemen. Now or never. White shirts out. All right, we need some movement, gentlemen. In 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! I don't even care. Pink shirt